Happy Administrative Professionals Week, everybody. We are excited to announce a new feature on Cabinet, and that is collaboration with your backup EAs or your executives. Whenever I was going on vacation as an EA, it always take almost as long as my vacation to just prepare the people that I supported with what I was working on, what needed to happen when I was gone, and just things to look out for. So we are going to do our best today to show you how Cabinet will help reduce that friction and keep the productivity up for your team even while you're gone, so that maybe for once you can take a vacation and no one's pinging you. How about that? Okay, so I'm going to move my video down here to the corner. Let's take a look at the meeting log. So you guys are probably familiar with the meeting log. It's just a running list of all of the meetings that you're scheduling that haven't landed yet, so that you can make sure that none of these things fall through the crack. When you are out of town, you're often sharing this meeting log in a Word doc with somebody else, or maybe an Excel file, so that if there are important meetings that need to happen, they can make progress on those, or they can monitor those when you're gone. So over here on the right-hand side, if I had never shared my executives' profiles on Cabinet with anybody, this would just say my name, Julia, all the way down. But because last week, let's say hypothetically, I took a vacation, Evan is actually my backup. And so he was able to schedule a couple of meetings, or at least initiate them to get the ball moving on these. And then perhaps over here in the completed tab, he was even able to mark a few meetings as completed that I had initiated when I was gone, and I can see which one of those they were. So one of the features that's coming in a couple of days that will even add more context to this is that you'll be able to include meeting notes. So if there's any notes that you want to leave for Evan so that he knows what to, any context about that meeting, he'll be able to put that here. And then if there's a priority level, so if you want to flag things as a high priority or not, that way he can keep an eye on those specifically. So the meeting log is the first spot that creates a lot of transparency and visibility for your backup EA, or for your executive if you'd like them to sort of be their own backup EA when you're gone. The second place is actually in the scheduling automation. So in this tab, your backup can see all of the meetings that you're in the progress of landing. So all of the things that are in your meeting log, all those times you've offered, will also show up visually with these shadow holds, and they'll be able to see them in here. They'll also have full reign to schedule, or at least try to initiate meetings while you're gone. So they'll be able to use all the functionality in here as well. And then of course, we will track that for you in the meeting log, and you will see what meetings they have initiated and started scheduling in the meeting log. So how does this kind of take place? How do you make this work? Well, first you want to make sure, let me move my video over here, that you go to your settings here in the left-hand corner. And we want to make sure that you're on an account that has collaboration. So make sure you upgrade your accounts and add seats. So if your colleague isn't already on your team account, make sure that you add them. If you do have a team account, then you are already good to go. So you should have users under your account, and you can assign the licenses, whether they're the executive or whether the assistant, and who they normally support. So make sure that your team account is already set up. If it's not, just to reiterate, you can do that all from your settings here, both from the subscription and the team tabs. So once everyone, your backup EA, your executive, is on Cabinet and has their own login, you can just come over here to whatever executive on the left-hand side, choose the one that you want to share, or you can choose multiple, and select share. So find that teammate in here, and then choose how long would you like them to have access, or you can actually make them your permanent backup. So until you revoke this, they will have access to the meeting log and those pending times. So just make sure you toggle on meetings and polls. And then of course, what level of access you want them to have access to, if any, on the profile pages here about your executive's preferences and anything that they should know about them while they're gone. On the left-hand side, you'll see this little share icon. It'll say which EA this was shared by, and then the name of the executive. All right, well, I hope this was really helpful. Thanks for paying attention today, and have a great weekend.